Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lex Lives. I'm the Canner, and this is Lac Plays Minecraft. So, just got back from a couple of birthday parties. And I haven't really had a lot of time. Of course, I say that like every time. I haven't had a lot of time to prepare for the episode. Because, I don't know, I don't think I really take the time to prepare for the episodes, I guess. I don't know. I do know that... Oh, yeah, what do I know? I totally just blanked looking at this gray, looking for light gray stained glass. I do know that I've been spending a lot of time on my Feed the Beast stuff lately. So, where's my panes of light gray stained glass? They're hard to see, but I'm sure I've got some. Oh, that's not gray, that's black. I can barely tell the difference. What's that? Black. I have a lot of black stained glass. Why do I have so much black? Well, I guess I was doing the monument, wasn't I? Gray stained. Hmm. I don't see any. I don't see any. Just plain numbers on the gray background. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I do know that the server has been up for 3 days in a row without me having to reset, which had gotten to be a daily thing. So even though all the people were dead, I do think maybe something was still glitching out with that iron farm. Which is alright to change now anyways, because as soon as I get my lazy carcass to update, it won't work as it did anyways. Oh, whoa. I cannot wait. I have got to switch just for that. Just for that right there. They're supposed to be switching the music settings so that they save with the world, I believe. And so that way when you switch between versions, you don't suddenly get really, really loud sound. I don't have a lot of glass here. I got sand, though. I can cook up some sand. Let's do that. Cook me up some... Oh, that's not sand. Cook me up some sand. Get me some glass, will ya? Ooh, I missed a spot. Pick up the glass. Yeah, we were having a birthday party for my... Well, parties. There's two of them. My niece and nephew today. And then the nephew got Percy Jackson and the sea monsters, which is really weird because it had nothing to do with sea monsters, really. I mean, there was a sea monster, but everything else was not a sea monster, so I don't know what that was all about. That's a weird name for your book/movie when they don't really face off against sea monsters. I was expecting, sea monsters, and I think they faced off against Mechanical Bull. They fought a manticore, I think. I don't think anybody ever said what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a manticore. And they did go into Charybdis, which is whirlpool thingy. Only they gave it teeth, and I called it Sarlacc because, Star Wars. And oh, dang it. Shouldn't have wasted that. And I really like this light gray stained glass, I tell ya. And so that was the one sea monster they even faced, like a Cyclops, uh, Kronos, which had a, I don't know, the if you don't know anything about Percy Jackson, they had a movie, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and that's the first Percy Jackson book. And then I'm guessing the Sea Monster one is the second book. Aw, see, I ran out. Not because of that one, but because I need 5 more. Although it should have been 4 more if I hadn't wasted that one. Oh yeah, see, it looks a lot better with the windows. You know, I've given thought of just leaving one pane off to make it look like the windows are open. I wish I could do a... I wish the windows had like a wooden frame around them, or if you could like put sticks around your glass to get wooden framed glass panes, because that would be pretty awesome. But we don't have that, of course. And let's see. Oh, they did write a hippocampus, which is like a horsefish. And I don't know. I'll be honest. I kind of missed parts of it because I've been playing Might and Magic 10, and I was kind of doing that while we were watching the movie. Our Might and Magic X Legacy. I think it's 10. It's a pretty awesome game, but let's finish talking about Percy Jackson before we get wandered off onto something else. I don't know how heading back to that place is supposed to get me more light-stained gray glass. Uh, but yeah, it was alright movie. It's kind of a kid's movie. I did find it a little weird here and there, especially with their changes to Greek mythology. Like, fine, I don't care that they've got the kids of the gods being the main character. That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, though, is weird things like... okay, I still got plenty of gray dye. I just need the glass, or light gray dye. They... Uh, they... Oop, that's not how you make glass. Derp. That's how you make it. Like Kronos had this thing about eating people, and that's not why Kronos was eating people, from what I remember. So I found that to be a little weird. And I mean, I'm not defending Kronos. He didn't seem like a particularly pleasant person, but he didn't eat his children because he wanted to eat his children. He ate his children because it was prophesied that one of them would conquer him, and he thought eating them would be the best way to stop that from happening. But of course, in the movie, he wants to eat people because people taste good, which is the same reason the Cyclops they had to face off against was eating people. And I found that a little weird. I also found it weird they introduced a new female character who's the daughter of the god of war, and you know, she basically had the same attitude and character as the daughter of Artemis or Athena. I don't remember what their names are, from the first movie, and so she was all like, "I'm the best. I'm the best person there ever was, and I complete all the quests, and you're not better than I am, Percy Jackson." And I'm like, "Yeah, we already did this in the first movie. Get a new shtick." Um, but overall, it was pretty good for a kids movie, and I rather enjoyed it. Even though I pretty much made fun of it the entire time we were watching it. Okay, wait, I need that red wool. You can take back your red stained clay, your dye, your glass, your clay, your brick, stairs. I'm gonna throw the rest of this off the end of a pier. So yeah, if you like the first one, which I thought the first one was okay, definitely check out the. Oh, I should have kept that. I need the stuff from it. I don't need arrows, that's for sure. I've got infinity on my bow. Power 5, I'm breaking 3, infinity. Oh, I should have left that glass behind too. Oh well. I think there was a pane missing on one of the other buildings, so I'll be able to replace it now. Replace it. Oh yeah, so I'm playing Might and Magic X Legacy. I'm just gonna call it Might and Magic 10. And if you've never played Might and Magic games, they're some pretty old school RPG games. They've been around for as long as I've been into computer gaming. Maybe even before. I don't know how old the first one is. But I remember playing the really early Might and Magics. And, yep. So, this one is, it's nice to see. It's a throwback to the old style RPGs. You got a team of 4, everything's turn-based. Even every step you take is turn-based. And it's, if you like that style RPG, it's been pretty fun so far. The storyline, I'm not very far in, so I don't really know what the storyline is yet. You play these 4 people called Raiders, and you are following the wishes of your master, who wanted to have his ashes returned to his home city. And how many? 4, 8, 10. Oh, I need more wood for... Oh, I also need more space for doors. I guess I didn't think that through, did I? Probably need more beds than this anyways. So when you get there, a person might like their bed by the window. You get embroiled in the quest. So, oh, I need to bring in the planks to finish off the ceiling there, don't I? And so it's oh, or did that one? Did that one? Did that one? Awesome. It's got some pretty funny moments. The only thing I'm not liking so far is the skills. The skills are fine, but they have different tiers, and so you get points to increase the the power of your skill tree, sort of. And so, like, there's swords, right? Swords is one of the skill bars that you can put points into. And so um, so that's fine, but when you put so many points in, then you go from novice to expert, and you're locked at the edge of expert until you can find somebody to train you to be an expert in swords. The problem is that I'm in the starting town, and they almost don't sell swords in this town. Well, actually, they don't sell swords in the starting town. And they're like, don't go outside until you've got better equipment from in town here. And there's like nothing better than what I already have. But to find someone to train your skills, basically so far, I found one guy not in town. But the people in town, some of them are what I need to level me up to expert, but there are people in the starting city who are master level experts, and so I've got my fighters already maxed out on their fighting skills in Novus because I can't find experts to increase their ability, and I'm on my second section of the game now. And my guys are still novice swords fighters, but my my casters have moved all their casting skills already into expert level because they were expert trainers in the first town. So either I missed something, or that is just weird. I'm really surprised. There we go. Jungle wood and jungle planks, because I believe that's all jungle planks. You think 41's going to be enough? I don't know. I'm going to just go ahead and take another stack of wood here. But yeah, it's pretty fun so far. You know, first you go and fight some spiders in a well, and the guy jokes about not giving you kill the rats in the kill the rats in the basement quest, which is pretty funny. And you do a little bit of questing around town. You gotta go clean out the lighthouse and turn the light back on in the lighthouse. And then from there, there's a thief deal you gotta deal with, and they have a hideout, and so you gotta find the hideout, which is really easy, and clean out the bandits, and so I did that. Strangely enough, I actually found the bandit place and cleaned them out before I got the quest, so I just had to go back and walk the character I was with to the one door I couldn't open because I didn't have the appropriate quest character on my team. Because you got room for 6 people, but you can only select 4. So all right, those all look done. So that was kind of funny to me, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's could use a little more. Oh yeah, see, I ran out. Could use a little more in the way of extra skills, I think. Not a lot in the way of. I'm a big fan of massive amounts of choices in how my guys have their skills and stuff. I'm a little disappointed with modern RPGs because they've gotten away from the massive skill set, and I'm a huge fan of the massive skill set. I like to tweak my characters, and so, you know, for warriors, there's only a few skill bars that you can put your points into, and then on top of that, there's actually very few skills for them, like maybe 4 per level, and there's only 3 levels, so that's only 12 skills to choose from for swords. And I guess that seems like a fair amount, but they're not all offensive. And so actually I don't have any skill or sword skill abilities. It's just whack 'em. And so there's no super strike or anything like that on my guy, and that's really? Did he follow me up the stairs? He did. And so that's a little disappointing. But like my mage, he's only got two. Like I said, there's novice, expert, and master, as far as I can tell. And so for the novice skill, he had like a fire blast spell, which is a single target fire attack, and then for the next level, I got Fireball, which is a multi-mob attack. And, I'm like, okay, so I just went up a whole level, and I only have 2 fire attacks. 2. Kind of boring. No flame shields. There are other things in there, though, that seem useless to me, like torchlight. Even though your characters don't have torches and it's not that hard to see, but I could brighten the dungeon, and so that seems a little cheap to me. Although I definitely need to get my hands on something to wake my dudes up, and I don't have that yet, because they get stunned a lot. I just was fighting a big earth golem, and he basically stunned my 2 warriors and kept them stunned until he finished killing off. Oh yeah, I've got 10 of those. And I needed the jungle planks to fill in the front. Oh no, that's not jungle planks. I need stone slab, don't I? I can't believe I don't have a chest of that stuff over here where I've been working. Let's see. But yeah, it's been fun. And then that's a lot of clay. And then I guess I could make I'm just gonna go ahead and make another bunch of chests. I'm sure I'll need them. And then I guess in a couple minutes I've got left here, I finished reading book 3 of The Black Company. The White Rose, maybe, is the name of it. I don't know. Something like that. And this one was pretty good. I actually think the series is getting better the more I read of it. The first one was, I really liked the first one because of it had a different feel to it than your standard fantasy novel, but the story felt a little weaker than it maybe could have been. And the second one was kind of half and half, and then this one is more of a focus on, oh, I didn't want those arrows. Like an actual getting closer to let's focus on one character kind of thing. I guess the first one was all from the point of view of the chronicler. The second one told the story from the point of view of a couple of different people. And this last one was all from the point of view of the chronicler, only it wasn't all him writing chronicles. Or, it's supposed to be him writing the chronicles, but it really felt like you were just reading about him in a book and not so much, reading a chronicle written by somebody. So, which, I don't have a problem with. I enjoyed it. It was good. And the first book, they got picked up by one of the Taken, hired by one of the Taken, because it's the band of mercenaries, the Black Company. And the second book, was all about. Well, the first book is them at war with the rebels who are trying to stop the lady and her Taken, who are ancient wizards who have been returned to life and are trying to conquer everything. So I can go ahead and fix these here, I think. And so the second book was they got sent to another city to work for the lady, and then what happened there, and her husband is this ancient evil wizard who everybody is trying to make sure he doesn't get freed. And so they have a fight against the Black Castle, which is where her husband's at. And in the third book, they have left the service of the lady at the end of the second book. Spoilers. And whoops, I don't think that should go there. And they've sided with the new White Rose, which apparently is some kind of cycle. So they have white roses over and over, and so it was good. The last book takes place later than the earlier books, so they're all getting older, and there's only a handful of the original members of the Black Company left. And so there's a lot of talk about how they're getting older, and which is really weird because I own like 3, 6, 8, at least 10 books for the Black Company, and there's at least 1 or 2 more Black Company books out that I haven't read yet. And so it's kind of funny to me that they're talking about getting older. And I don't remember what happens. It's been years since I read those. I was looking, the omnibuses I have were collected in 2002. So that's probably when I bought them. So it's been since 2002 since I read them. And I don't do well with remembering books I've read. I remember, yeah, I read that book, but I'm probably not going to remember what took place in the book, which is why I like to read my books over and over again. I don't know how many of these I'm going to wind up needing. We'll call it that good. And, well, that was weird of me. And so I've got to reread them to remember this story. I remember that it was from the point of view of the chronicler of the Black Company, and I know there's a part where they go south. I could remember the name of that, which is the omnibus I'm on now, Black Company Goes South. But I couldn't remember that. I couldn't remember the lady and the taken, none of that. So, which is kind of funny to me, I guess. You think I'd be able to remember it. Now, I think I'm going to grab these dark oak slabs. I don't know. That's might be too dark. Do I have some... I use jungle for the floor. Let me take some oak slabs and some spruce slabs, and we'll try those out. By the way, baked potato. Where'd my spruce? Oh, right here, oak. We'll see which one of these we like better real quick before we finish. But yeah, so they, the last book is pretty much just follows the chronicler as he tries to figure out tries to help figure out how to defeat the Dominator. which is the evil wizard. And then at the end of the book, the last remaining members of the Black Company decide their their little thing is that they're the last of the free companies of Kavarth. Oh, you know, that doesn't look too bad. I think I like that better, though. Let's go with that. Just a little stand with a wash basin. And so the chronicler, he keeps the annals of annals, yeah, kind of the same thing if you think about it. But he keeps the annals of the Black Company, and if the Black Company ever decides to disband, then they're supposed to bring the chronicles back to Kavarth. Only, I think it's Kavarth, it's something like that. Nobody knows where Kavarth is anymore. It's been so many centuries. He has like 4 centuries of annals of what the Black Company's done, and after they left Kavarth, they never went back. And so now the books that I've got now, they're going to try to head back to return to Kavarth to turn back in the chronicles, which is sounds like a pretty cool deal. Maybe this one will go right here. And we'll do this one different, like that. All right, I think I'm gonna call the episode here. We've been chatting long enough. I know I didn't do much more than just put a few things inside the building. Like I said, I basically was doing stuff with the family, and I actually supposed to do some stuff with one of my friends, maybe in a half hour or so here. So I needed to get my episode in for the day. I mean, I don't feel like it was forced. This is something I wanted to do anyways. I just had planned on taking the time to get some of this stuff built ahead of time, and I just didn't get it built. I had intended for us to decorate the inside of the building and get the windows in. So I believe, let me check real quick. This is episode 99. So next episode is going to be episode 100. And we'll see how lazy I am on whether or not it's going to be special. So click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one. I'll talk to you later.